Ah, yes, pets. We all love them, and that is for a reason. They're cute! Or maybe not all of them, but you get the point. So, today in this video, I'm going to tell guys my personal experiences with having pets. But let's just get into the video. And the first pet we are talking about is fishes! Okay, so first off, I'm going to tell you guys some of my experiences with having fishes. Okay, so first I would say that fishes is a okay pet. You can't really do anything much about it or with it because it's only like some fishes in a tank. All you can do is watch them, so it's maybe a kind of more boring pet to have than like dogs and cats, but it's also a pet that requires less things you have to do with it because you only have to feed it and like clean the aquarium and yeah, I do not think it's that much more than that you have to do. And then lastly for fishes, I'm going to tell you guys some tips and do and don'ts. Okay, so I ain't like the best at keeping fishes, but here are some things you should do from a person that actually has had fishes. Okay, so first, do not buy your fishes at fish tank like this. That is simply false. Buy the fishes a fish tank like this instead. I know you guys maybe thought that I have had more to tell about fishes, but I do not really have it. It was many years since I had it, and like, yeah. So, we are going to talk about rabbits instead. Yes, I also used to have rabbits, but just a little side note and fun fact, those pictures I showed of the fishes was the fishes I used to have. So, yeah, but just let's get into the rabbit part because rabbits are cute. Okay, so the rabbit we used to have was the dwarf rabbit. They're only a bit smaller than like normal rabbits, but they're kind of more small and yeah, I like those a little bit better, but yeah, I don't know. And it was black and a little bit white on the nose. Fun fact, we first thought that it was a girl, but when we did go to the animal dentist, I think it's called. No, not animal dentist, because that's animal like a doctor. We found out that it was a boy. So yeah. And you can also teach a rabbit to poop and do their business in like one place, but we our our rabbit didn't understand the assignment. By the way, the reason why I'm saying ours and not mine is that our whole family had a rabbit, so yeah. And now I'm going to talk about some tips and do and don'ts about rabbits. Okay, so you could have a cage like this, but the problem is that if you only have the rabbit in that cage, that will be too too small space for the rabbit. So I recommend to like have the cage door open and give your rabbit access to. If it's outdoors, you can like add some fence, but if it's indoors, you can like take your own room to a rabbit or something because when you're having pet, it's really important that your pets have enough space. And also important thing you have to do is that if you're having rodents, they're going to like bite on stuff and like chew on stuff. So if you're having many wires on the floor in that room, you shouldn't have that. So you should have them like high up or not at all. Not at all is kind of hard, but just do not let your rabbit chew on those wires. And then, of course, it's some foods like bread and avocado that you shouldn't feed your rabbit. Mo- the, the thing your rabbit will eat most of is hay. Most of the things the rabbit should eat is hay. And lastly, this is not a complete guide of how to take care of your rabbit. I'm just giving tips. So, if you're getting a rabbit, I really recommend doing some research. But now, let's get into hamsters. Hamsters are these small, little mouse looking things that you can keep as pets. And you know what? They come in really many different breeds, and they're really cute. But they're very small, and just because they're small does not mean you need a small cage. So now I'm going to say my experiences with having it and do and don't. Okay, so I will first say that this is overall a good pet to have. The only problem is that they're like night animals, so they're only awake in like the night and evening, and yeah, so you can't really play with them in the daytime. So having hamsters was really fun. Uh, you could like, but it's kind of easy to get them lost, so you have to be careful with having them. And before we come to do and don'ts, I'm going to say some facts about our hamsters. It was a Syrian gold hamster, and we bought her when she was a year old, so she just lived for like a little bit over a year. Her name was Söta. That basically means cutie or something in English for non-Norwegian speakers. Yeah, she was really cute. And now let's talk about some tips and do and don'ts. First up, hamsters does not live that long. They live like 1.5 years to 2 years. So rabbits live in like 7, 8 years. So they live longer. Okay, so first up, I remember that we forgot to give our hamster a sand bath. They need that to clean themselves and stuff like that. And remember to buy the right type of sand. So do not do the same mistake as us. And by the way, don't buy your hamster a too small cage. Because most hamster cages are actually too small. I don't know why companies do that, but they're too small. Or you could have a kind of small one and let your hamster go in a room like with rabbits. But if you're only having your hamster in a cage, you should have a cage like this. And then, of course, it's a lot more things you have to do with hamsters, so I recommend you doing some research if you are thinking of getting a hamster. But now the video is kind of long, so I think I'm going to end the video here. I maybe think so, but the plans are different now because now while editing this video, I realized that we actually had a sand bath, so yeah. And lastly, I just want to say that today in this video I tried something a little different with making like documentary or something, like having gameplay and taking pictures and text on top of it. So I think this video turned out better than my other videos, but I really want that you guys say what you guys like best in the comments. So yeah, I remember to subscribe if you like my content, and bye. See you guys another time, hopefully soon.